she's starting something for no reason. She's like, it's not like if I sucked his. I was like, whoa, 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 who's even said that you did all that? Hey, beautiful, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, my name is Alexisjayda and welcome. Today's notification shout out goes to Adam Katrina. Thank you so much for being so vulnerable and sharing that moment with me. I love you so much and I'm so thankful you're here. And I want to say thank you so much to Fam Bam who commented on the post and were very comforting and loving. That's what I love about our community. And I just really love to see that. And I'm so glad that you're here. And I want you to know that you are never alone. We love you. We want you here. If you ever feel lonely, I swear our Fam Bam is so amazing, you guys. And just being open like that in the comments and just like telling us about your day, Fam Bam comes through and I'm forever, forever grateful. So I did see that a few Fam Bam have been getting unsubscribed. I'm not sure why. I'm so sorry. But if you found me again, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys are notified and leave a comment so YouTube does know that this is the type of content you want to see and push my videos out to you. All right, loves, we're just gonna jump right into the story time. I have my son's play that we're gonna be going to, and I wanted to get in here and film for you. I do have another video coming up as well. It is a makeup story time. Boom. Chicka bing, chicka bing, chicka bing. The fun has arrived. What's that from? If y'all can let me know, I would love that. I always play that game with my kids. I'm like, what's this from? $5 right now. Or I'll be like, or an ice cream right now. Ooh, it gets intense sometimes. Because sometimes I'll let them get 2 guesses. Sometimes I'll be like, you can call a friend. And be like, no Googling, none of that. It has to be all from here. Inside of the membrane. Inside of the membrane. And then my hair, I'm not doing anything with it because I need to let it chill. And I took my nails off, you guys. Superstar. Took it off and got like this nice, like you can't even see it. Oh, kind of my middle finger. This one. Still not taking down the audio, so awkward. Just kidding. But no, I'm really not though. So all right. Let me know what you guys are doing. If you guys are cooking, if you guys are cleaning, if you guys are driving to work, if you guys are working out. What are you guys working out? I would love to know what you guys are doing, how your day is going. I would love to read that down below. All right, loves, let's get into today's story time. So we look up and we see it's earring back. For a lot of Fam Bam that were commenting, I did try to put it in the video as well where you see the cards. The cards will pop up either on this side or this side. You click it and it will take you to videos sometimes that I'm referencing in the video, or I'll leave it pinned in my comment down below. Or if you follow me on Instagram, I do have it's called a channel, but it's kind of like a group chat for Fam Bam, and that's where I post the new story times or like videos that I'm referencing, or sometimes I'll give you guys update of cheeseman that's going on in my life. So anyways, I'll update on in there in our like, I was gonna say family group chat, but pretty much it is in our family group chat on Instagram. So that will be like new videos, cheeseman, todos, like all that stuff. And yeah, I'll link that below. Some of you don't have that feature, which I'm not sure why Instagram only does that sometimes, but I try to share it in different areas. And then the group chat on Snapchat is where I'll sometimes add that as well, but that's more for thumbnails. So anyways, earring back is one of Skillet's ex. So I'm pissed off because she's pinching me super duper hard, and especially because like I got some carne. I don't like being pinched. Okay, well, who likes being pinched? And it's not like if she was doing like cute little pinches where it's like, oh, you know, no, she was like pinching and twisting where it's like, why you gotta twist for, bitch? So I look up in the rear mirror and it is earring back. He looks dead in my eyes, looks like continues just to like look us up and down, silent. Okay, and it's scary because I'm like, okay, what's going to happen? Especially after his comment where he's like, oh, that's such a hard thing to clean up. Also, if Fam Bam can help me with this real quick, I have like dry skin right here around my nose. I don't know what to put on it. I put Vaseline, I put like a bunch of stuff. I don't know what can help me with that. It hurts, you guys. I feel like it's constantly peeling in this area? Do I just not put nothing on it? Like, what do I do? My kids have a bad habit of like coming around and like flicking around my nose, going like that. So like, I kind of like, they did it really harsh one time and it broke skin. And ever since then, I'm like, don't touch my nose, because like they like touching my face. Right here, it like won't get better, and it's bugging me. So anyways, he gives us like hard eye contact to the point where Wink Wink has to ask him like, what the f are you looking at? He's like, nothing. Okay, that tells me we gotta play dumb, like we don't know who he is, because obviously this is a man's, obviously, right? Obviously. Wink Wink looks back at me and Skillet, and she just has this mean old face. And I know that face. I know that face of like, is something up? What's going on? What's something? What is it that you're not telling me? You know? So she looks at me, and then she looks at, she's like, she looks at Skillet, and she said, did you like really loud. I get like startled, and I'm like, what? She's like, I didn't ask you, I asked her. Did she? Like, she's like super mad. Skillet, oh god, I keep wanting to say her name. Skillet is like looks like that, and she's like, what you gonna play dumb, did you? Like screaming in her face. And I have to like put my hand over Skillet, and I'm like, yo, like she can't even talk right now, like she's gone, like what are you talking about? We don't know him. And he's just silent this whole time, silent. So she hits him on the side of the head, and she's like, did you? That's a baby back there. So I'm like, damn, okay, I'm kind of confused, because it sounds like you're yelling at I keep wanting to say her name. Seems like you're yelling at Skillet, and then it seems like you're yelling at him, because she's a baby. She's just a baby. So I'm just like, I'm just scared. I don't know what cards to play, you know? So he's like, what? No, I don't even know her. What? She's like, then why'd you get quiet for then? Why the did you get quiet for then? Like, just yelling at him. You guys, this is scary, okay? People snap and do the dumbest things, and like just people, just because of like, you know, stuff like this, you know? So I'm like freaking out, have my hand over her. Skillet is continuing to pinch me, and I'm getting mad, because I'm like, okay, I get it, you can't talk, but that's like, you know, what you're doing is like pinching. But I'm like so pissed off, because I'm like, stop, like freaking out, and I'm like putting my hand on her thigh, and I'm like, okay, is that weird? But I'm like, no, I'm trying to calm her down. It's not weird, don't overthink it. What's wrong with you? Why are you so broken? So I'm just like, you know, Wink Wink is still going off, and she's like, answer me, huh? Is that what you mess with babies, huh? Answer me. And he's like, man, I'm not gonna even explain myself to you. I already told you, I don't know who that bitch is. Like, you're lame as that. And like just trying to play it cool, like he's not getting too loud, because it's like, oh, if you get too loud, don't look suspicious, don't be suspicious. And that's what it's giving, okay? And he keeps trying to like look up, and she's like, no, don't look at her, I'm talking to you. And she keeps like boom as he's driving. She's like yelling at him. She's like, you have me looking over here, stupid. Did you? Yes or no? And he's like, I already answered you. She's like, answer me again. And he says no. But when he said no, he looked at me in the thing, and I just looked down. So Wink Wink looks back at me, but I'm already looking down, but I could see her in my peripheral. It was scary, y'all. Like, I'm scared, because no one likes to feel stupid. Nadie. Okay, so I could feel where she's coming from, but I'm like, I'm scared. Ping to Skillet, and she's just like bug-eyed like this. And I'm like, dang, she's in the lost place. She's in the sunken place. Like, she's just out. Now she's mute. She can't talk. She can't say nothing. I'm over here trying to whisper in her ear, and she's just like gone. Another dimension. Don't know where she's at. I'm like, okay, when do I do I say something? Because like she's still going at him. I'm like, okay, do I tell her like, okay, you're gonna drop me off here? And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take Skillet to the Peaches. Like, I don't even care at this point. I'll figure it out. Like, I'm not gonna even ask them to take too many stops. Like, I'm just scared. So he tells her that he's gonna make a stop at his house and that our ride can pick us up from there. That he's not gonna be driving around, that he ain't nobody's taxi, and she's gonna be tripping thinking that he's sleeping with everybody, blah 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 blah. They're continuing just to like scream at each other. So I just like lay back talking to Skillet. I'm not even talking nice. I'm not. I'm threatening this bitch. I'm telling her to wake the up. I don't know what she believe in, but she needs to start praying, because we don't know how they move. We don't know what they're about. We don't know. And I'm like, and I know people are tired, Skillet, of you, everything that moves, everything. Wake up. It went from threatening to pleading. I'm like, please, bitch, please, 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 don't prove I'm right. I'm still trying to talk to her, and I'm telling you, she's literally like this. Where even my hand is over and she's still. I start getting paranoid because I'm like, oh my god, I bet you that is such a nasty feeling. Like, I wonder if she's still here or she's just like so blacked out. Like, what is it? And I'm like, do I just walk her to the hospital that's near? Will I get in trouble with her, or do I just drop her off? Like, what would I say? What would I do? So we're both now zoned the like this. Because I'm just thinking, I'm just trying to think of what we're going to do. The car comes to us. He hops out. Still smells like earring bag. Still smells like hot ass. Hot ass. Where he gets up off his seat and we just get hit in the face. Or like, I think that's when Skillet finally was like a little bit. Because it's like, damn, that just smacked us in our face. Okay, it was so gross. So I'm sitting right here, she's sitting right here, he's getting out, Skillet goes like that. I look over, there is a water mark of sweat from his ass left on the seat. And I'm looking at her, so I'm like, okay, she does know what's going on, because even in that, she's like, that's disgusting. Wink wink is just sitting there and she's like, Skillet, if I find out you over here messing with earring back, I swear to God. And just keeps going. And I'm just like, she didn't though. So what are we gonna do? I don't know what you guys are gonna do. I don't know. You guys can sit on the couch, wait for a ride. I don't know. So she gets out. They're still fighting. The car still smells like ass. And I'm just like, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know who we're going to call. Ghostbusters. I don't know what we're going to do. So I look over at Skillet and I'm like, dude, like, you need to wake the up. Like, for real. Like, start talking. And she just keeps saying, Frank, pizza, we ate it. And so I'm like, who the fuck? Frank? Like, I'm literally just like trying to like wake her up. It's really hard trying to talk to someone who has been on the rooftop or is just really intoxicated, because nothing you say will just like wake them up. Like, there's no abracadabra word. It's just literally like they have to go through it, and it's so frustrating, literally. So I call Melt, because I'm like, okay, if anything, hopefully Melt can get us out of it. Okay, so I'm calling, she doesn't answer. Call her a couple more times, she's not answering. Call her a couple more times, she's not answering. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I call Sam because at this point she was my little therapist, even though she wasn't talking back. I give her a little update in her voicemail. I'm like, dude, I'm so scared. I just hope you know this is what was going on. This is the last, the person I was with. This is who I was with, just in case my phone dies. I hope you check your message. I'm not gonna call Tommy. I'm not gonna call Mr. Peach. I'm not gonna call Mrs. Peach. Like, I'm just gonna thug this out. I'm at this spot. Here's the address just in case something goes left, just so you know. So I'm just leaving the voicemail because I'm telling you, it's literally like a diary at this point where I was like, I had to like fill her in. So I'm still like pleading with Skillet where I'm like, dude, like wake up, like wake up. Wink Wink knocks on the window and she's like, get the out, get the out. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we get out. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Guys, the roads silent. Have you ever been on a road? Super quiet, super silent. And my mind always goes like left. Like anything can happen right now and no one would know. No one would know. Me and Skillet out here. Who knows that we're here? The only person who knows is Sam. And who's to say she's gonna check her voicemail right now? She out there having fun. She literally said, I'ma do me. I'ma do me. Right? Right. All that's like going in my mind. And Wink Wink's like, get in the house. Why are you tripping so hard for? Get in the house. I'm like, oh, okay, like, damn, chill. Because at the same time, like, I'm not going to let someone know that, like, I'm scared. I'm gonna be a bitch back. And I'm like, okay, chill. I'm not wrong with you. If Skillet and him did do something, at the end of the day, like you said, she's a baby. And she's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, Wink Wink. Ain't no one scared of you. So then we make our way inside and we sit on this dusty, crusty, musty couch. Like, I'm talking about stains for days. Stains that were different colors. Stains that looked like it was tie-dyed with sweat ass, okay? It looked disgusting. So I'm sitting on the couch. Skillet, instead of sitting on the seat right here, sits on my lap. And I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Because sometimes we'll be acting like we're each other's girlfriends when we feel like there's too much male energy. So I was like, whatever. But it kind of threw me off because I'm like, damn it. Sit on the couch. It's either because there's too much male energy or because the couch is nasty and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna put my ass on that. So it could be two things. So she's sitting on my lap and I just kind of have my hands over her. There's some adult males there and they're like, oh, what are you guys doing? We're like, oh, we're just waiting for a ride from our dad. He's gonna be picking us up. Why do I say dad? Because I'm just like, I want them to know that we're not fatherless, okay? Even though, yeah, I am. And I want them to know someone's coming for us. He looks at me and he's like, yeah, okay. Okay. So sits on a freaking pull-out chair and I'm like, why couldn't I get one of those? Why am I over here sitting on tie-dye ass? That's disgusting. Ear and back keeps coming back and forth, but he's not making eye contact with us at all. At all. So I was trying to think if this was like Earring Back's house. I was trying to remember like, okay, like the layout, but I'm like, no, we were in the back. This is more the front. Like I was trying to remember, you know. Skillet goes like that. And I'm like, what? Like, what is it? What do you need? She's like, like that. And I'm like, what do you need? And she just keeps making that noise. And I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? One of the men that were there look too old to be there. Okay. He's like, I think she's trying to tell you she needs to go pee-pee. Which is gross because it's like, why would you even say pee-pee? You can't say, oh, she needs to go to the restroom. Pee-pee. I was like, oh, I'm like, you need to go to the restroom. She goes, like that. And I'm like, at this point, we're probably gonna have to go to the hospital because this can't be good for here. Like, it just can't. So as I'm going to get up, she's like tinkling. Is that how you say it? Like, she's dripping on me. Okay. And I'm like, dripping on me. So I'm like, so I'm getting up. And so I tell Wink Wink, I'm like, we're gonna go to the bathroom. I'm not even thinking. She's like, okay. She gets quiet. I'm walking towards where I think the bathrooms are going to be because I'm trying to remember the layout. And before I could like take a couple more steps towards that direction of the hallway, Wink Wink goes, how the f you know where the bathrooms are at? And I look over at her and I was like, I don't know. I just think when you go into a house, if there's any rooms in the front, then there has to be a bathroom around, right? She's like, so what, now you're a realtor? I was like, no. I've just been in a couple houses where kind of has like the same layout. I used to live on like this street, that street, that street. kind of like the same layout. I don't know, I could be wrong. And as we're having this discussion, Skillet is going like that. And I was like, but if you want to get up, can you show me? I don't feel like getting up. Okay, then. So then I start looking. I know the bathroom is going to be in this part. There's 2 rooms here, but I'm going to play it off and like go through one of the rooms. And I'm like, oh, that's not it. And Winky's not falling for it. She's just like, so we finally go to the restroom. I put this bitch's her pants down, sit her on the toilet, and she's like, just, she already went on her all over her pants. There's nothing left for her to go. And I'm like, so I'm in the restroom. Sam texts me, tells me, are you okay? And I tell her, no, we're in this house, blah, 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 blah. I'm low-key scared. She said, walk. I was like, I don't know why I didn't think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Cool. She is just so concentrated. She starts dropping the deuce. Yes, yes. I am pissed because I'm like, who the you think is going to clean that ass? Like, I know I babysit for a living, but damn. Don't ever say I didn't love you, bitch. So literally, I'm like texting. My nose goes, and I look up and I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh my God. So, and it's not even like solid. It is literally like agua. And I'm like, okay. That's cute. That's cute. Do what you gotta do. Maybe it's gonna get out of your system quicker. I go over her, push her head. Okay. Good thing there was some baby wipes there. Extra clean. Cool. Pull her pants back up. Look at her. And she's still like, And I'm like, I don't know what that means, Skillet. And I feel like you playing it up now. Like, I feel like you're playing it up because what the is making me mad. So I'm washing her hands, and I'm like telling her, like, you need to drink some water. Like, you need to drink some water. So I'm like cupping it, giving her some water, and she's just like, and I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, this can't be happening. Like, it's literally scary, y'all. Like, for real, for real. So we're taking a little bit too long. So someone knocks on the door and asks us if we're all right, that we better not be going through the cabinets. And I'm like, oh my God, that's not even what I'm thinking about. But I get it, because that's what people do. But it's just like, no, dude. She's already, like, not even in the same dimension as us. And you think I'm going to be like, yeah, let's roll the dice. Whatever. No. So give her some water, wet her face, trying to wake her up. And then we walk out. We walk out and I tell her, okay, we're going to get to walking. She's like, okay, okay. I'm like, okay, cool. That's the most I've gotten. I was okay, okay. So we walk out, wink, wink, still right there. And she's like this. That's disgusting. What? And I'm like, nothing. So we're gonna head out. Our ride's gonna be here. They're gonna be up the street. You guys can't leave. I was like, what you mean we can't leave? She's like, yeah, you guys can't leave. I was like, why? She says, because there's gonna be a delivery and we can't leave during that time. Oh, okay, cool. We'll wait after. Okay. I'm like, all right, cool, cool, cool. I try to call Sam. She doesn't answer. Wink, wink asks me, who am I calling? And I'm like, oh, I'm just calling our ride to let him know. She's like, oh, okay. But everything seems like enhanced, like it's just regular. But to me, I'm like, this girl who was there with her boyfriend gives me and Skillet some bread. And I'm like, oh, thank you. She's like, you're welcome, sweetie. You know, super like girly pop, like really cute. I was like, oh, thank you. And so I'm like stuffing Skillet's mouth. And she's just like fighting with me about it. I'm like, eat it. I'm like, you know, tearing the bread apart, willing to get it in a little ball, like ping pong that shit in her mouth, like, and just swallow it, bitch. I know you like balls. Put it in your mouth. Like, I'm just so mad. She's eating a little bit more. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe in the bread theory, but I feel like it really does do something, okay? So she starts going, and I'm like, again? I'm like, oh my God. So I get up and I tell Winky, like, hey, I gotta take her to the bathroom. I think she ate something that she wasn't supposed to. And she's like, okay. When I'm taking her to the bathroom, we bump into Aaron Beck. He's like, what's wrong with her? Because of course he's gonna be concerned about Skillet. And I'm like, I don't know. I think someone put her on the rooftop. And he's like, from the party? And I was like, yeah. Who? I was like, I don't know, to be honest. And he's just like looking at Skillet. I could tell he like was concerned, but Wink Wink was just staring at us. He's like, oh, okay, well, after you guys are done with the restroom, come to the kitchen and I'll give her some pet. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to the restroom again. She goes and y'all just running at her. And I'm like, what did you eat? Like, I'm over here trying to think, and I'm like, I'm over here being in a freaking CNA. Like, I didn't sign up for this skillet. Like, I really didn't. After the second poop, she was starting to be a little bit more like, oh, like making more noises, like normal noises. So I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe she just has to poop it out. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the fuck it was. After we're done using the restroom, we go sit back on the couch, and Erin back is like, hey, didn't I tell you to come over here in the kitchen when we're done? I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I'm getting up, I'm getting Skillet, and Skillet's just like fighting with me about it. And I'm like, come with me. What are you doing? Because I don't like that. I don't like the whole like, oh, and now you're tired. You're tired? You're tired? She probably is tired from pooping, but like, you're gonna let me go in there by myself? Like, are you dumb? So she don't want to go. Wink wink's like, she's good, leave her. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take her. She's like, I said she's good, leave her. I don't know why you got some like attitude with me. Like, I didn't even do nothing to you. I don't know what your beef is, but I'm not leaving her. So she gets up, she's like, she's good, I said to leave her. I was like, okay. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I'm not in my environment. Okay, cool, whatever. So I try to be as fast as I can. I go over to the kitchen. He's opening up his medicine cabinet. He's telling me to give her this and give her some of this, and it'll probably make her stomach feel better. That they probably gave her some earth stuff, and it probably just didn't settle right with her, and it being mixed with something else kind of just whatever. And I'm like, okay, doctor. I go back over to the room, and now Wink Wink sitting next to her, and she's just like telling her off, telling her all kinds of stuff in her face, and Skillet is like this. Just looks paranoid. And as I get closer, Wink Wink is telling her, they're gonna get you. Yeah, they're gonna get you. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. It went from like, yeah, bitch, you're so grimy, da 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 da. And as I got closer, she's like, they're gonna come get you. Like, they're gonna get you. Like some evil. And I was like, what are you doing? You're weird for that. You're weird for that. She's like, what? Ask her what I said. Yeah, that's what I thought. She thought she was so funny with that. And I was like, okay, you're weird. I'm giving her what Erin back told me to give her and stuff, and Wink Wink yells at Erin back like, how come you don't come out here? Why don't you come out here? Why don't you come out here? And so then he comes, sits right next to her, and he's like, I'm not being anything. She's like, yeah, you over here like these little girls, and like saying that like he likes little girls and stuff. And he's like, no, I don't. We wait. He says like, oh, so what's your guys' plan? And I tell him, oh, we're going to leave once you guys are done with what you guys are doing. He's like, oh, what are we doing? So then I tell him what she had told us, and he's like, oh, you guys don't have to wait. You guys can leave right now. She's like, no, that's not what you said. He's like, no, it's good. They can leave right now. No, they can't. Once the thing is done, then they can leave. So they start going back and forth about it, and he's like, why do you care? She's telling him that he's being messy. That he's not thinking it through. And he's like, no, it's good, they can leave now. She's like, how do you even know? You don't even know them. He's like, okay, and I'm telling you it's good. Which was weird, because I'm like, okay, like, what do we do? I want to be able just to like leave whenever I want to leave. But it was Wink Wink, Erin back, me, Skillet, some people here, and then like two men by the door. He's like telling her like, it's good. She's like, why? How do you know? How do you know it's good? How do you know? So they're going back and forth, and he just tells her like, okay, man, whatever, you're annoying. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're so insecure. I hate you for that. He gets up. He starts heading towards the kitchen. She gets up. She's chasing him, and she's like, what'd you say to me? What'd you say to me? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm just sitting there with Skillet, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait like 2 minutes, and then after that, I'm going to jump up, and then we're going to leave. Like, we're going to leave, but that's not going to be no biggie. So then I get up, get Skillet, and she's like, as we get up, one of the cholos is like, oh, dude, that's nasty. There was like a pee stain on the couch, and I'm like, the audacity. The whole couch is stained. How are you gonna tell her anything? The whole couch. He starts laughing. He's like, like, yeah, but yeah, whatever, man. Da, 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 da. So we walk out. He's like right there. He's right there, and he's like, oh, you guys gonna wait for your ride? I'm like, So I'm like, as long as I make it out on the porch, I think we're good, and we can just like slowly start moving our way. I know this is stupid. I know. He's like, hey, you want to say we're at? I was like, yeah, because I feel like I deserve it, okay? Over there wiping culo, over there wiping pee, over there. I deserve it. So he's like, all right, cool. So there's like a bench, and he like tells me, all right, like, cool, just put her right there. And I was like, all right. He's like, she can pee on that, we just water it down. I was like, all right, cool. So he tells me that he thinks that she's just having a really bad trip because she took something from the earth. And I was like, oh. He's like, you don't do that stuff, huh? I was like, no, I don't. That stuff scares me. He's like, yeah, me too. I only stick to drinking. I'm like, yeah. He's really cool. So he seems pretty chill. We're smoking, and he asks me if I have a boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, unfortunately. And then he starts laughing, unfortunately. And I was like, yeah, unfortunately. And he asks his name. I was like, nope, I don't even want to tell you his name. Every time I say his name, it's embarrassing. It's like saying Beetlejuice. He starts laughing. He's like, oh, you're funny for that. Chopping it up. And Wink comes outside. She's like, oh, you're so lucky. I thought you took off. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to. I'm waiting for the ride. She's like, I told you you can't leave. And he tells her, he's like, yo, chill, man, chill. Isn't your man inside? Isn't Aaron back inside? She's like, shut up. Don't tell me nothing, Tony. Don't tell me nothing. So we're just sitting there, and I'm just like, y'all, anytime things were getting stressful, I swear that, like, was so, like, I love the feeling of just, like, and just lighting it and just... I know, that's terrible. I know. But I just really liked it. So I felt safe because we're outside now. Like, you can't tell me nothing, bitch. Like, I felt so cool because, like, now we're outside. And Tony seems pretty cool, you know? So we're just outside, and she's now joining us. Skillet is just like that. And he's telling me that it's going to take a couple hours, but then when she comes out of it, she's going to be fine. Wink tries to get in the conversation. The ugliest bitch has got the most confidence, and she's talking about Skillet, and I was like, oh, then you should have it. She didn't think that was funny, but Tony, he thought that was hilarious. He starts laughing, but like the good laugh, like hitting her, like, oh, yo, she got you good. She flicks the cigarette towards me, and I move. I swear, I thought it was so cool. I move, and it goes right behind me, and she's like, you think you're cute, huh? And I was like, no. Then she goes inside. He's laughing. He's like, dude, that was... And y'all, like, I was really proud. I was like, I know, huh? Like, I'm so glad I moved just in time, because I hurt. Like, my grandma one time flipped 2 cherries on me. I still got the scars till this day. So we're just like laughing, and it was just pretty cool. Sometimes people are just good vibes, and you're just like, oh dang, there is normal people out there. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm over here acting like I know him. Like, Tony is so cool. No, he just seemed like a cool stranger to run into at the time with the crazy stuff going on, where it's just like, okay, cool. At times, being in situations like that, it's freaking scary, especially because the group and stuff like that, you just never know what can happen, and it's just scary. So I make a comment of like, oh, I'm going to need to go get more bread for her, and he was like, oh no, love, she's gonna be like that for like the next 13 hours or so. And I'm like, really? He's like, but if you want, I can get you some. So he calls out somebody, but like this. He tells her to bring more bread. She's like, oh, I have been getting her bread. Yeah, get her some bread and get her some Pedialyte. Like, okay, cool. They bring it out, give her some Pedialyte, and I'm just waiting to get her a little bit more like, okay, and then we're gonna get to walking. Like, I don't care where we go, but in the meantime, he's still talking to me, being cool, being friendly, and I'm just like keeping it nice, keeping it professional, because I'm professional. That's it. And she's still just like scared. And I was pissed off, and I was telling him about how Wink was telling her like, oh, they're out to get you. And he's like, man, that's not cool. She over here probably tripped out, that's why she can't talk and stuff like that. And so he's like trying to tell her about like, oh, look at this, it's so pretty, like trying to talk to her, like calm her down and stuff like that. She's just like, you know, like, oh yeah. So some more time passes by, and I finally feel like, okay, cool, we can just go already. We're on our second cigarette. Like, there's no need for it, especially because like I start getting lightheaded. There's no need. He tries to convince us to stay a little bit longer, and I'm like, no, my ride's gonna pick me up down the street. He's like, what ride? I'm like, I have a ride. I think you're lying. I'm like, not. He's like, all right, cool. He's like, I'll walk with you guys down there. I'm like, okay, cool. So he starts walking me and Skillet, and Skillet is still like just still like out of it, and I'm like so annoyed because I'm like, why would you just randomly just do earth stuff and not tell somebody else? Or is it like or did someone put you on the rooftop? Is it a combination of both? Like, what is it? And I'm just like trying so hard just to try to like understand without being super judgmental, because just because like I'm scared of doing stuff doesn't mean like necessarily everyone else has to be scared of doing stuff. So he's walking us down, and as we're getting like halfway past the first block, I see earring back come out, and he screams, "Hey!" like super duper loud. Tony just goes like that, and so I'm like, "Oh, what do you think you wanted?" He's like, "I don't know. Did you guys say bye?" And I'm like, "You know, we didn't say bye. You saw us." He's like, "Oh, I don't know. It's chill though." So we continue to walk, and a couple minutes later, earring back pulls up, but from the other side, like if he went around the block, like he was not trying to go this way, like he went like that, you know what I mean? Ziggy-zaggy. He asks us what we're doing, and I'm like, "Oh, we're waiting for our ride." He said, "Who's the ride?" And I'm like, "Oh, just a friend." "What friend?" And I'm like, "A person." "What person?" Tony's just laughing. He's like, "Oh, she's funny, she's funny." And earring back's like, "I don't think she's funny at all." Okay, hater, hater, hater. He keeps trying to get more information, and I'm like, "Why? What's up?" And he's like, "Because who's picking you guys up?" And I'm like, "It's a friend." "What friend?" Tony tells him like, "Why do you care, bro? Don't you got your hyena over there?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it. No one's telling you anything. No one is talking to you." So they start having the little like, you know, pito contest. I continue to walk with Skillet because like I'm not trying to be like in the dark. I'm trying to be where like traffic can see us, just in case of anything. Skillet is still like super like lost, Alice in the Wonderland type, and I'm so mad, you guys. Like, even still thinking about it, I'm still mad because this wasn't the first time this happened to her, and it makes me mad knowing that like when it happened to her again, she wasn't around the right people, and it makes me so mad. And I did get Gillet's permission to share. They're still going back and forth, and I get a phone call. I answer it. It's Wink Wink, and she was like, "Did earring back take you guys home?" I'm like, "No, I'm walking with," I tell her like Tony and stuff, and she's like, "Then where's earring back?" I'm like, "I don't know. Why are you asking me? Like, that's not my man's." So she's like, "Don't play stupid with me. Where is he?" I'm like, "I don't know." I didn't want to tell her like, "Oh yeah, he's right here," because I was scared that she was not going to believe that like, oh, he wasn't giving us a ride. I was just like, I don't know. And like the way that she was like coming off was like she wanted to be mad at both. She wanted to be mad at Skillet, and she wanted to be mad at him. And it's like, at the end of the day, Skillet is still the minor. "I don't know what you want me to do." She's going back and forth, and she's like, "Oh, so you don't know where he's at? So you don't know where he's at?" And I was like, "Nope." "Tell me why this bitch pulls up right next to us. He's right here." And she's like, "Oh, so you don't know?" I'm like, "Nope." Looking at her dead in her face, I'm like, "Nope." She hangs up on me. She tells me, "Don't grind me." I'm like, "Okay." So I continue to still walk with Skillet. I'm like, oh my god. And earring back is now fighting with Wink Wink. He's like, "I just gotta make sure that they get home safe. Like, anything could happen. We're, you know, God forbid this." And she's like, "Why do you care? That sounds so stupid, blah, 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 blah." Now there's like cars honking where they are like bringing too much attention. There's cars honking. Tony disappeared. I don't know where the hell he went. He was probably like, "Man, this is too much for me. Like, don't even care like that. Bye." Which is like, yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Me. And it is just drama for no reason. There's a gas station around there, so I start heading up that way. Earring back keeps yelling to like come back and stuff, that like, "Where are you going? Why are you being stupid?" And I just continue to walk. Like, I'm like scared, and I'm like grabbing Skillet super duper hard to the point where like I know she's going to bruise. Like, I know she is. And like, to be honest, I didn't care, Skillet. I didn't, because I was so mad. So I was manhandling her, like I really was, because I was scared. I was like, what is going to happen? Wink Wink does not seem like she is like, oh, she's a minor. Like, seems like she wants something done. And to me, I'm like, she probably wants Skillet to get her ass beat. And I don't know, that it was just giving me like a weird feeling. So we walked towards the gas station, and I hate this freaking gas station, you guys. It's so crazy because a lot of experiences are always like around this area, and it always trips me out. And I hate when we have to go around this like neighborhood and stuff, because the freaking memories are crazy. So anyways, we go to the gas station, and it's like crackhead city. Like, literally almost ran into my mom. Just kidding. But we go, there's like you know, where employees can like, you know, smoke whatever and just like decompress after or during their shift. So it's around there. I have her sitting right there, and we see earring back's car go around, go like this. And I'm like, please don't come in here, please don't come in here. But he doesn't. Thank God he doesn't. He just like leaves it. So I'm like, oh, okay, thank you so much. So we're just sitting there and I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to do. And I'm like, okay, do I call anyone on her list that can like come pick her up? I'm like debating, like, do I call Spice? And I'm like honestly thinking like, okay, we'll just stay here, pull an all-nighter here in the parking lot. Like, it won't be the first. So I'm just trying to think of like what we can do. Like, a guy comes out and he has hot dogs and he was like, do you guys want one? Super freaking nice older gentleman. And I was like, oh no, like, we're okay. And he was like, it's okay, Mija, like, go ahead, take one. Like, I don't want nothing from you guys. Like, I have a daughter around your age. And it's just like so hard because like there is people who are nice like that, but it's just like you always had like that feeling of like, oh, what do you want, what do you want, you know? So he gives it to us and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. And he just leaves and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So he leaves and Skillet is picking at it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, if anything, if she eats it, then I'll eat it. But then I'm like, no, bitch, she's already tripping out. Like, she won't even know the difference. Like, what if the hot dog is freaking, you know, spiked? What if, and we won't even know. I just wait till it gets cold and I eventually start eating because I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. So we're just sitting there. A good like 1-2 hours pass and we're just still just like chilling there. I get a call and it's Sam and I'm like, oh my God, thank God. I don't know what I thought she was gonna do. She was gonna do nothing, but I was just so glad to hear her voice, you know? So I answer her, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, where are you? What are you getting? She was like, where are you? And I'm like telling her like where I'm at and stuff like that. And she was like, oh my God, I have my friend. He's been trying to like find you guys and he can't find you guys. And he's been like knocking on doors. Like, where are you? And I'm like, what do you mean knocking on doors? And she's like, yeah, my friend's been knocking on doors and he can't find you. He can't find you. And I'm like, oh, but we're at this gas station. What friend? And she's like, you don't know him. You don't know him. And so she's keeping it cute. She's keeping it like super short. And I'm like, okay, we're here. She's like, okay, like my friend's just gonna give you guys a ride. I'm like, all right. So I tell her, I'm like, are you gonna come back home? And she starts laughing. She's like, nope. And I'm like, am I ever gonna see you again? Oh, stupid, huh? I'm like, no, like, what are you talking about? Like, are you ever coming home? She's like, no, not anytime soon. And I'm like, why? She's like, because it's fun. So we talk very briefly. Like, she's not even giving me that much info. She's literally like, okay, bye. I'm like waiting, nobody. And I'm like, what the f is she like tripping? I don't know what we're going to do. And I kind of get like a little bit of like sad. I've said this like numerous times. I hate it when I put myself in these situations. I could be at home, I could be in bed, and I could just be chilling. But no, I want to be out in the calle and have this happen. So, chingate. So, like, I get, like, sad and stuff because I'm like, you know better, you know? So, I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever amount of money we do have, we're going to get on the bus. I don't know why I didn't think about it. We're going to get on the bus and we're going to go. So, we're, like, walking towards, like, that bus area. We walk, like, a good, like, 30 minutes because I'm like, okay, I don't know like the buses around here, but I know that one will take us more up there. So I'm like walking with her and we hear someone honk at us and I'm like, dude, like, he coming down here, there's nothing but pinche cochinos marranos. Like, oh my God, I hate it. And then I hear another honk and another honk and another honk and it's getting closer and closer and closer and I'm like, Sam, like, this is the last time I'm gonna hang out with you. Like, do you hear me? Like, I can't stand you, bitch. So I'm like yelling at her and she's just like, like, just like that. Can you guys imagine talking to someone and you're like super scared and they're just like not giving you much and you're just like, what am I gonna do with that, bitch? What am I gonna do with that? And I hear the honk again. So this time I'm like that. Okay, I'm not even looking behind me. Don't even like. We sit down on the bench, pulls up, the window goes down first before I can like see like who's in there, and I'm just like, and I'm like, oh, I don't recognize the car. Like, who is that? Like, who is it? They pull down the car and they start to like, you know, like giggle. I'm like looking in. I'm like, Joe? He said, oh, so she can talk. Remember, I wasn't talking to him. Remember, I would not even talk to him. Oh my God, it was like such a relief seeing him, but I was like, oh no, you know. And he was like, Sam told me that you were stranded, you needed a ride. I'm like, Sam called you? He's like, yeah, do you want to get in the car? Come on, I'll take you guys home. I'm like, no, we're good, the bus is gonna come. He's like, come on, don't be stubborn, I don't want nothing from you, just get in the car. I'm like, no. We go back and forth a couple like minutes and I'm like, no, I don't want to get in the car. He's all right, takes off, and Skillet looks at me and I'm like so as I was going to call him, he flips a a bitch and comes around and he's like, come on, you don't even have to talk to me, just get in the car. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna sit in front with you. He's like, no one asked you to. And I was like, okay, good. Get in the back. He has someone in the front seat. So it's like, bitch, that wasn't even an option, boo. So yeah, so you know he probably felt like, you're dumb. Now I'm not looking at her too hard because I'm like, there's no need for it, you know. So he's like asking me like where, and I'm like, oh, the peaches. He's like, all right, cool. Asking us if we have, you know, too much fun or like what was going on. And I'm like, oh, I think someone put her on the rooftop. He's like, swear. And I'm like, yeah, or she got something from the earth and she's gonna have to take this journey that everyone keeps telling me about, and then she'll finally come to. He's like, what? I'm like, He's like, what did you take? And I was like, nothing. So I'm like telling him like the method that I do and stuff like that, and he's like laughing, and the girl is just like, now I can't really see her face because like I'm not really like, she's in front of me, I'm looking at Joe, and then Skillet's right here, so I can't really see her. He's like, oh, so like, did you guys go with your boyfriends? And I'm like, no. He's like, oh, you still dating so-so? I said no, because I'm dumb. And he's like, oh, what happened with theirs? She goes, why do you care? And he kind of just like laughs, looks at her, and he like puts his hand on her thigh, and I'm just like, ew, yeah, ew. So he's like, oh, so like what happened? I was like, oh, it don't matter. He's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So then we're getting closer. She's going, I'm getting scared because it's like, oh, y'all know what time that is, pee time. So I'm like, oh, can you hurry? And he's like, what? Like, I'm going. I'm like, I know, but I think she needs to, you know, use the ladies' room. Oh, dang, look at this. He's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, so like, can you hurry? And then the girl was like, you want him to get a ticket? No, we don't have to be dramatic either. I just said, can you hurry? And she's like, yeah, you want him to speed. I'm like, okay. And so I just like, all right. He looks over at me and goes, I don't know how to wink. He goes, he winks. He goes like that. She sees it and I'm just like, y'all. I was just like, okay. Okay. Like he just thinks like he's fine. Okay. So he tells me the peaches, right? I'm like, yeah. So he's not taking the peaches direction. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, oh, I have to make a quick stop. I'm like, oh, okay. So he drops her off. She's like, what? I thought we were still going to hang out. And he was like, yeah, my mom wants me home early tonight. She's like, what? Like, you need to get out of the car. We need to talk. So they get out of the car. They're talking. And he's like hugging up on her, kissing her, gripping her, grabbing her. So like, okay. So I'm just sitting there. And Skillet's like, and so like I'm like knocking on the window. I'm like, can you hurry up? Like she's going to have like an accident. Can you hurry up? Can you hurry up? And he's like still like with her, you know. So I'm like, bet yours can't be chooser. Like, so you what you get, you don't fit. So I'm like waiting. Eventually, after he walks her to the door and stuff like that, they do a little thing. He gets in the car. He's like, all right, cool. So where are you trying to go? I'm like, I'm trying to go to Mr. Peaches. And he's like, oh, what? Like, you were being for real about that? And I said, yeah, that's why you dropped out your little girlfriend. He's like, oh, that's not my girlfriend. That's my little friend. And I was like, your little friends? That's what you with your little friends? He goes, I don't know. You would know. Okay. So I was like, no, I'm just trying to go to Mr. Peaches. And he's like, tell me something real quick. And if I can sit in front. And I was like, oh, no, sorry. I need to be back here with her. And he's like, it'll be real quick. And I was like, no, like, I'm good. You could tell me from here. He's like, oh, it's because it's a secret. And I was like, yeah, I don't really like secrets. It's okay, I don't need to know. He kind of just like smiles and he's like, I'm just glad you're talking to me. That the last time was a little bit too long. He's like, and it's gonna hurt his feelings if I go back to not talking to him again. I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Joe. It's probably gonna go back to that. He's like, oh, don't say that. I'm like, yeah, sorry. And in my mind, I'm like, why are you saying this? Like, he hasn't even taken us home yet. Like, why are you saying this? But I don't know. There's just something about me that I just like the toxicity. I just did. I don't know what's wrong with me. So we're driving to the Peaches. And he's like, tell me, like, are you sure you can't hang out? Are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I gotta sneak her in. And he's like, oh, well, if you're gonna sneak her in, I'm gonna snitch on you. And I was like, okay, that doesn't even sound cute. And that doesn't sound funny. I don't like playing like that. And he's like, okay, then come hang out with me with my friends. And I'm like, I don't want to. She's taking this journey and I gotta make sure she's good. And he's like, what if I promise you that while she's on this journey, we make sure she's good? I told him like I would hang out with him tomorrow because I wouldn't be able to like have fun knowing that like she's on cloud like 11D, you know? He's like, okay, you got pinky promise me? I'm like, okay, I'll pinky promise you. So we do the pinky promise, and he pulls me close and goes. I was like, okay, that was cute. And I kissed back. So anyway, see, he pulls up, no one's there, Baltimore's car's not there. So I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. As I'm taking her out, it's a little wet, all right? And I'm like, I'll help you clean it tomorrow when we hang out. And he's like, trying to play it cool, which like I get it, how people get about the cars and stuff like that. Like I would be mad too. So I go to the back, I mess up the screen door even more, and I'm like, I know I'm going to hear it, I know I'm going to hear it. Sneak her in, put her upstairs, make sure that I shower her before I lay her down, and bolt up the door. And I'm like, you know what, if I hear about it from Baltimore tomorrow, I hear about it from Baltimore tomorrow. Like I don't care, as long as I know that she's good and nothing happened to her. She was like not understanding what the hell was going on. So I make sure to wake up before she does, check her, make sure she doesn't have a fever. She sleeps for a good like 10-14 hours. Baltimore didn't top up because Baltimore was headed to Wendover because Sam did not want to come back. So who had the house to themselves? Ja. So homegirl sleeps a long ass time. She starts to wake up and she's like freaking out because she doesn't know where she's at, and I have to tell her like, you're good, you're good, you're good. And she's telling me that she only can remember like pieces and bits and stuff. She starts crying because like it freaks her out, and I just reassure her like she's good, she's good. She pretty much tells me that like, oh my god, I owe you my life, I owe you my life. I don't want your pork chop, I want your life. Just kidding. So I just tell her like it's okay, that like she's been there for me a lot too, and I don't want her thinking that she owe me anything. So literally just take her shower, and she's still feeling like loopy. She's like, oh my god, I did take something from the earth and I shouldn't have mixed it with like the other stuff. And that she was just saying that like she didn't remember anything. She remembers seeing Earring back, but she doesn't remember us leaving. She remembers seeing Tony, but she doesn't remember like everything. She remembers peeing, but she doesn't remember everything. She remembers me wiping her, and she was like so confused as to like why I was doing that and why she needed to be wiped, and she was just like embarrassed, which is scary, y'all. So you guys make sure that you guys aren't doing anything that you're not supposed to, because you just never know what could happen. So she was just like stuck to me like chicle, just thanking me, asking me what my plans were for tonight, that she'll watch me. And I'm like, you know, I don't do that stuff. She's like, whatever, like whatever you want to do, like I'll watch you, I'll watch you. I'm not gonna do anything like that at all. So I do get a call, and it's from Joe, and I answer because I feel like, okay, like I do have to like be nice, because like he was like, you know, nice and all, and he tells me if we're gonna hang out or if I was just talking on my ass. I was like, no, we can hang out. So me and Skillet get ready, but she is still feeling very like blah. And so I tell her like, we don't even have to go, we don't even have to do anything, like we can just kick it at home. Like I'm not even trying to like do anything, like it's cool if you don't want to, like it's fine. She's like, no, like she wants to have fun. She kind of just wants to forget that night, so she's just trying to get out of her head. And so we end up getting picked up by Joe and a few of his friends, and Joe tells me to sit in the front, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit in the back with Skillet. And he's like, I told you to sit in front. So we're gonna start there again. So I'm like, nope, I'm gonna sit in the back with Skillet. So he gets mad and he's like, oh, now I remember why I stopped talking to you. I'm like, from what I recall, I stopped talking to you. So he is already a little bit feisty. We end up going to like this little kickback. We do not hang out at all. Literally walk through the door together and we don't see each other at all. It's just me and Skillet. And we ran into a lot of old friends that we used to go to school with. May one of them rest in peace. It really trips me out that I used to go to school with some people and they're no longer here no more. It really trips me out how it's just like, damn, and y'all had babies, and it just like makes me really emotional because it just sucks how things happen. So we're just hanging out, having a good time. Skillet seems better. She got a couple shots in her and she's good. She's having a good time, having a fun time. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know if it's because like my meter was already done, where I'm just like, damn, like this is like just too much already. Like I already have been here too long, or like just so much has happened, or just like this is not what I want to do anymore. Like maybe I can just do it like here and there, but like not like back to back to back to back. And then I'm just like pissed off because how quick I was like to give in to talk to Joe again, and then how he's acting, where it's just like I feel like I should have just like stayed not talking to him and that be that. Like I don't know what it is. It kind of reminds me of like when I quit vaping and I didn't smoke for like a whole year, and then I vaped once, and then I was like mad, and I was like, no, I ruined it, it's done. But it's just like you can stop doing it again and like keep up, but it's just like no, because then instead of it being a full year and like a month, now it's like starting back from day one. I don't know how to get my mind out of that. So anyways, I'm just sitting there just kind of just like bumming on the couch, just like on my phone, doing nothing, like literally doing nothing, like just like rereading old messages, calling Sam, keeping her in the loop of like what happened. I'm like, she told me that you were telling him, and I'm like, oh, just so like a heads up, I heard that Baltimore is going out there to get you, like you better be careful, giving her like all the deets and stuff like that. This girl comes up to me and she's like, hey, aren't you friends with Skillet? And I was like, oh yeah. I'm thinking like, okay, they're just trying to like himmy ha bullshit. No, she's like, the guys that you guys walked in with, is one of them your boyfriend? I was like, oh no. She was like, oh, okay. It was just like silent between us for a while, and I was like, why? She's like, if you need to use the restroom, you should use the restroom. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I get up and she's like pointing like, oh, over there. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I walk over there and like, guys, my heart was going dun, 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 dun. I open the door, it's locked, and I'm like knocking on the door. I'm like, hello, I need to use the restroom. And I hear Joe, just a second. And I'm like, I need to use the restroom. I said just a second. And I'm like, I need to use the restroom. So I'm like pounding on it. The girl who's like place it was, or like boyfriend's place it was, she comes and she's like, open the door right now, open the door now. She's like hitting the door, and then eventually Joe opens it and Skillet's sitting on the toilet like this, and I just look at Joe and look at Skillet. I'm like, you ready to go? Y'all, it took everything in me to like not like lose my. She's like, yeah, and she like fixes her shirt and she like pulls it down, and then she kind of just like passes by him, and he's like, what to me? And I'm like, nothing, because it's like, why would I be tripping, right? Because like he's nothing to me, right? Okay. And so then I was like, nothing. I was like, come on, let's go. So I'm like waiting for her. I'm trying to play it so cool, but I can't say like it didn't piss me off, because just like, why? And then it makes me feel like, am I tripping? Do I have every reason to trip out right now? Like, do I have every right to trip out right now? Because like we're not together, we're not a thing, but it's just one of those things where it's just like, he's off limits. Does that mean anything? Like, but it felt at times that like I constantly had to like be like, why? Like I remember one time I went through the ex's phone and I renamed my name Squidward's girl, and she's like, why would you do that? I was like, because I am his girl, so bitches know. She's like, but that's so weird. Like, why would you do that? Like, who's gonna go to his phone and be like, oh yeah, that's his girl? I'm like, because it literally says his girl. And so then I showed her my phone. I was like, and then I have it, you know, man. She's like, that's so weird. They made me feel like any little thing that I did was like weird. Yeah, they were. But I was like, what? So I was already going through my mind like, oh my God, when I confront her about this, she's gonna make me feel like, oh, you're tripping. Why are you even tripping? It don't even matter. Like, he's not even your boyfriend. But I was like, but I have every reason. So I was already going through all the motions stuff. As we're walking out, the girl that had told me, I'm like, thanks. I was like, hey, thanks. Skillet looks at her and she's like, what the you're weird. So we're walking down. I'm like, why is she weird? She's like, because she's weird. Like, she's starting something for no reason. I said, what do you mean she's starting something for no reason? She's like, it's not like if I sucked his. I was like, whoa. Who's even said that you did all that? Who even said that you did all that? And my heart is going. She's like, I'm just saying. That's what people are probably thinking. I was like, guilty much? She's like, why does it even matter? I was like, what do you mean? Why does it even matter? Like, you used to give me Sam messing with him, and that's what you do. That's what you do. Like, I could, guys, I'm like, oh, I'm like tripping over more words now because it still makes me mad, because she literally made me feel like I was crazy for it. She's like, it wasn't even like that, we were doing some, like, we were doing snowballs together. And I'm like, I don't even give up what you were doing. There's no reason why you got to be up in that room without me. She's like, okay, so if you were there, it would have been okay. And I said, yeah, it would have been okay. She's like, that's dumb, that's controlling, that's weird. And I was like, what do you mean? Don't make me feel like I'm crazy for like feeling some type of way. She's like, no, you're weird. So as me and her arguing, he messages me and he's like, I don't even know why you're mad at me. Nothing even happened. We were just doing snowballs. Now, I didn't like how the way that he took a long time to open the door, the way how he had an attitude with me, and the way that she was acting, and the way she was like, it's not like if I said, you probably did. So we're walking and we're in silence, and I'm just like, yo, didn't you just tell me back at the crib, I owe you my life, da 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 da, and then you're gonna do some crimey shit? Oh my god, you're tripping for no reason. So like nobody can talk to nobody now? And I said, it's not just nobody, it's Joe. And she's like, you're tripping, you're bugging for no reason, it's not that deep. Maybe if you knew how to have fun and like not be so uptight and have that stick up your ass, maybe he would have invited you into the restroom. So I just stopped walking, and I'm like, ain't no way you're trying to make me feel like I'm crazy for being mad about what you just did. She's like, I told you, it's not like if I sucked his or nothing. So I'm like, all right. Took out my phone and I was like, she told me she sucked her. He doesn't reply. He calls. What is that? Yeah, to me that's automatic, like guilty. So we're walking and I'm like, where are you going? She's like, we're gonna go back to, she's thinking she's going with me to the Peaches. And I was like, no, you're not going with me. She's like, what do you mean you're not going with me? I was like, nah, dude, like this is weird. Like I feel weird. Like I'm about to cry right now. Like I feel weird. Like I literally made sure that you were good yesterday, and you're gonna do some weird ass grimy ass shit. Oh my god, you're bugging. We just did snowballs together. I didn't do nothing. It's not like, I'm like, it's not like if I said this. Yes, thank you, I didn't do nothing. And I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you because like that just, she's like, no, you're paranoid, you're tripping for no reason. And I was like, okay, then why didn't you tell me that you were going to the restroom to do that? If you have nothing to hide, why didn't you tell me like, hey, I'm gonna go if you want to come watch whatever? Like, why wouldn't you tell me? She's like, because you're not my mom. I don't have to check up with you. I was like, oh, okay. I'm so confused. Like, I'm so confused. And I was like, I don't even know why I'm here right now. I literally could just be chilling up at the place by myself, kid free, Mr. Peach and Mrs. Peach free, Voldemort free, Sam free, but I'm over here doing this stupid. Literally, y'all, when I was like going down like the wrong path, I swear it was just like curveball. And it felt so nasty being in that. It's like I knew that wasn't the path I was supposed to be on. Like I knew it. Like anytime I try to go down this road, it was nothing but like boom. Like it wasn't good. It was not healthy to be down this road. Like it brought me nothing but misery. Nothing. And then when I was on this road, I had some bumps too. And like it wasn't the best. Okay, I understand that. But like the curveballs were like different. And it felt gross, but it was just like, I don't know how to explain it. I should just be, she's like, you see, you want to be up in the crib, but you want everyone to be on pause waiting for you. And I said, nobody's on pause waiting for me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So we're like fighting, yelling at each other. And as we're yelling at each other in the street, Joe pulls up and he's like, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, you suck my. And she's like, what? No, I said it's not like if I did. So they start like, you know, whatever. And I'm just like walking. I'm like, I don't even care no more. Joe runs up behind me. He like pulls my arm really hard. He's like, yo, I'm talking to you. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm talking to you, like in my face. And I'm just like, what? Like, I don't know why you're like getting pissed off at me. So then he's like, why are you making a big deal then? If it's nothing, if you don't care, then why are you making a big deal? And I was like, it's about girl code. Like, it has nothing to do with you. I don't care about you. And he's like, so why would it matter anything that we did in the restroom if you don't give a about me, like in my face, y'all. Like he was so mad. It made me feel like where he was at a 10, it made me feel like, oh, shouldn't have said anything. Like I was scared because I was like, I really shouldn't have said anything, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was so scared. I started to apologize. I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know why I even said anything. Like, you're right. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, like, I don't need this. Gets in the car, takes off, and then Skillet is like, so why the fuck did you start any of this? Why did you start any of this? Yo, I felt crazy. Like, I felt crazy because I was like, why did I start any of this? Like, why do I care? Like, I felt like I was like, what? Like, was I not valid for popping off? Am I valid for not popping off? Should I have said sorry? Like, do I write him right now? Be like, I take my sorry back? Like, it literally felt like I didn't know how to think at all. So we're still walking the same direction, and I turned because I'm like, I'm gonna take a different way. Like, I'm not gonna be walking with her, and it's night, okay, and it's dark outside. Like, it's scary. I was like, I don't want to be near her. Why would you do that? But then in the same thing, it's like, Alexis, why do you care? Why do you care? When it's not like if I'm gonna be in a relationship with him, but it's just like, okay, are we on that thing of like, oh, but that's mine, even though it's really not mine? Like, it's such a, like, a complete mind fuck. So I turn that way, she's walking with me, and I'm like, why are you walking with me? Like, you're not going to stay at the beaches with me. Like, you got me up. And she's like, okay, I'll get picked up from there. I was like, no, get picked up from here. Get picked up from here. Don't walk with me. So we're still walking that way. She's still behind me. And I'm like, ain't no way. Like, ain't no way. Like, am I crazy? Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Like, I literally felt like I was wrong for popping off the way that I did. And I'm like, was that even valid? Like, it was so weird. So he's texting me and he's telling me that he doesn't want this drama, that he should be able to kick it with whoever the he wants, and that she's dirty, she's grimy, that why the even like let his go in her mouth, all kinds. Y'all, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. I swear, like, the ones that they talk the most about, it's like, you like her, you like her. We get to the beaches and she stays on the steps, and I go inside, and I'm literally like just like walking back and forth, because ain't no way where I'm just like, I don't know how to regulate these emotions. Like, I don't know how to come at this and be like, oh, I don't care. I was like, I'm freaking cracking behind, because I'm like, what? Like, and then it's just like, I didn't expect like kudos, but I did expect some sort of respect after like what we just went through. Like, what? Like, I didn't get it. Or I was just like, damn, bitch, like, I'm over here wiping your ass. And that's how you're gonna do me? That's how you're gonna do me? It's like 5-10 minutes have passed, and I'm like, okay, when is she gonna get picked up? When is she gonna get picked up? So I open the door. I'm like, when the f is he coming for you? And she's like, in a minute, down, chill. So then I'm gonna close the door, and she's like, yo, like, maybe something was gonna happen, but like, why are you tripping so hard? Like, I don't know, maybe like I still have that stuff in my system and I'm not thinking straight. Are you dumb? Maybe that makes a little sense. Maybe that makes a little bit sense. So I'm just still like, she's like, can you wait with me? Like, I don't even know who I am right now. And I was like, you're something. She's like, no, I feel like I opened up my brain and I just be thinking different. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just feel weird right now. So she's sitting down. She's like on her thing, and then something in my gut was like, go through her phone. If she really like didn't do anything, then she'd be cool to be like, you can go through my phone, because I've let people go through my phone where they've had suspicions or they feel any type of way. Go through my phone, because I got nothing to hide. Go through my phone. Check this, check that, go here, go there. Yeah, go through my phone. I don't care, because I don't move like that. I don't give a f about that. So I'm like, give me your phone. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, give me your phone. Give me your phone. So I'm like hovering over her. I hate when people hover over me, but I hovered over the bitch. I'm like, give me your phone. She's like, I'm not giving you shit. So as she's about to get up, I jump on her and we fall over it in the bush. And I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. I love you guys so much. Besos a todos. And I gotta go to my son's play. I love you guys so much. And I hope everyone is having a great day. Sending positive vibes to all of you guys. I love you guys so much. Besos a todos, and I'll see you guys in my next story time. Bye. Let's begin. Chico,